Good morning. This is Tanya, the Lady Strange. Today is the week of June 4th, 2023. Already in the month of June. Can't believe it. Half the year is over, halfway over almost. Summer solstice is coming in a few weeks. And yippee, in about three and a half weeks, my husband and I will be going to Salem. Um, so excitement, my favorite place to go to. I wish I could live there and get out of central New York. Yeah. Except for maybe the winters. But yes, I love the Willows. I love staying at the Hawthorne Hotel. Highly recommended. My place of choice. They are very hospitable, clean, friendly, reasonable for what you get, and of course located on Essex Street. So I always recommend visiting the Willows, and I always recommend going to all the different variety of witch shops, museums, tours, boating tours in the surrounding towns and cities. Such a charming place, not just for what is connected with the witchcraft, but also as in a peaceful, very classy, calm, very eclectic, very tolerant, and very historical. And again, the residents of that are amazing. But that's one place where you can be a freaking goth like myself and crazy, or you can be high end, classy, and cultural. So it's all across the spectrum, as my friend would say, at the one end of the spectrum to the other. Now, this week, I hope this all finds you well, and again, thanks for watching. This week, I have pulled three crystals, or casted three crystals, should I say. I casted two. The one that jumped out, or when I was casting, was the Labradorite, which you'll see right here. But I also, the clear quartz was calling. And of course, for good humor or good, wanted to add him in his 2 cents. One of the spirits I work with wanted me to add in the carnelian, which is a welcome and lovely compliment. And carnelian is such an amazing stone. So this week, these stones show what the combination means. The clear quartz is an amazing stone because clear quartz can amplify any energy or holds its own, of course, and it's very common, but comes in handy in a pinch or jiffy if you don't know what to use, or can be attuned to any energy that you would like. But it's also a higher stone. I prefer to work with other quartzes. Of course, smoky quartz we know about, Herkimer diamond, which is sort of a form of that also. But yes, still the lovely Herkimer clear quartz that is just basically sitting there, being patient, amplifying the energy of the Labradorite, in this case, the carnelian. So the stones this week, this combination is teaching us to reflect and research before we make any rash or quick decisions. Not to act on our favorite passions or our first instincts, but to actually do our homework, to research what is on that. Just because we feel we have to make a quick decision this week or something has come up and been presented, take a step back. Look up your resources. Use the internet. Use books. Use someone that is wisdom. Watch something. Watch a documentary. Watch a show. Talk it over with your parents if you have that luxury, or your grandparents, your brother, sister, your best friend, or whoever you are attuned to that you find wise or might be able to give you another point of view or insight for your resources. So again, use your noodle, use your resources, and of course your intuition. Also stay grounded in that. Don't forget your passion and fire, but again, think before you take any rash decisions. Otherwise, there's a lot of scattered energy in the air, and this may affect the long-term results of your decision and what you certainly choose to do. Now, the cards this week that came up, I went with going back, never mind the background. I am filming outside, which I'm glad I had the luxury for doing. It's a beautiful day here in central New York, and of course I have the day off from work. So again, win-win, and I take advantage of my patio, and as I was calling my Wild Kingdom bloopers, Wild Kingdom Yard. I'm not a very green witch, but I love the natural fairy energy it has, the forest energy that it has. So again, blessed to have such a beautiful space, a wild space. It's what works for me and what I connect with. What works for one may not work for another. So the cards this week is Resurrection, as you can see from the Practical Magic Inner Witch Oracle deck. I chose to go with the Everyday Witch deck, um, which is a lovely straight shooter deck. She is honest, colorful, pretty, works with the inner child energies of the recklessness, but in a positive way this week. She gives honest, straightforward answers. This is the Seven of Pentacles. And of course, I stuck with my lovely Ophidia Rosa Tarot. There we go again. Ophidia Rosa Tarot, the Six of Cups. So what this is saying this week. Now, resurrection in this case, I know you can't see it because of the stand that I have, but it is the key word at the bottom is recklessness. Now, what it's stating, just like the crystals, that the message that was conveyed to me or conveyed for us here in the collective this week is that the look and analyze what you have. Look and analyze, take stock of what you have, what you've already created, what you have personally, and use your resources that you have before making any decision. How, like the card says for the Everyday Witch, look at how your garden grows. Well, look at how your home, your situation, your job, your career, your financial resources, your relationships, your job, or if you have a lack of job, then look to what the blessings are of that, what you want to accomplish next, what works for you, and what is growing. So it advises not to make a reckless decision. They're now, so again, take stock of everything. Think before you speak, think before jumping into a decision. Don't feel pressured just because something has come up or major changes, which we're all in the middle of one right now. More to come. It has been going. This is a year of a lot of change, personal inner growth, ups and downs, and all in between. Quite a lot in between. That, like the pendulum of life, definitely been swinging for all of us here in the world for the past few years. This year is more of, I believe, an inner change. But also a lot of life changes, but some good, some bad, and some ugly. But you gotta roll with life or roll with the flow and move to the beat. And ride the tide, so I say. I'm a big ocean and water person. I'm a Cancer moon, as I've said before. I connect a lot to the water, even though I'm a Capricorn. I feel more of a Cancer moon sign in relative to my energies, my empathy, and of course, riding the high tide of my emotions, the highs and lows. Six of Cups also is saying that. It's saying that for the past, this week is full of reflecting on memories, things that remind you of your childhood, your previous relationships, your friendships, things of how things were or what could be with having to do with things were. Now, just because things were great, maybe as a child you had a lot more less carefree stuff, had more friends as a teenager, got to have more freedom instead of paying bills, working, or worrying about your home, your next move, or even your health, or losing a loved one, or changes, or people that are no longer in your life. Doesn't mean that you should stay in the past. The past is, the memories are great to reflect on. They certainly bring us all to where we are today. Hopefully we learn our lessons and grow from our mistakes. Cherish those memories that hold us strong, shaped who we are, of our loved ones, our ancestors, our past, our friends, and as we said, the relationships and people that were good, bad, and ugly. But you got to get a laugh or chuckle out of them. Now, again, just don't stick and stay in the past. Use those as a positive resource for journaling, inner child work. Inner child work is something simple as looking at old toys, old photographs, watching a old Disney flick or a Saturday morning cartoon that you may have liked. To something simple as coloring a coloring book. Very grounded, by the way. Very great for relaxation. and for calming, like I do. I'm a high strung fucking person. Yeah. So that helps me, certainly, especially when I'm doing my actual daily job that I'm required to do, like my work meeting, my career, or my current career and job situation. So, um, so again, just think before you make any rash decision. Reflect, use your resources, reach out to others, stay calm. Don't forget your passions, though, and your desires, but just stay grounded in the present when making those. Don't let the past hold you back. Don't make any rash decisions also with going back to people that were in your past or at least partially in your past. They're there for a reason. They serve their purpose, as we say. But I hope this video all finds you well and does make some sense to you. Again, this is for the collective. I do again thank you for watching. Check out my Instagram, Little Miss Girl 79, for eclectic strangers like myself. Also, I'm going to have you recommend checking out my husband's YouTube and his Instagram, which is You and Your Horror Movies. Amazing! For if you're a horror fan and collector, and he has a great sense of humor, sense of knowledge, and will be a guest at a convention coming in August, which I'll be talking more about in upcoming videos and mentioning, as I'm very proud to have such an awesome husband that is so well versed in horror movies and knowledge, and of course, by default, and marriage. It is my collection too. So, yeah. Awesome. Um, and also check out my Facebook page for readings. It's under a Dark Moon Tarot readings. I would certainly appreciate if you do like any of this to check that out and like my page. Comment if you have any. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment below, or any comments you have for me that you may like, any questions you may have, or any criticisms, positive, of course, or negative, but be constructive and be polite. And also, of course, please subscribe to my page if this interests you. Subscribing also helps to support me. It's free, it's cheap, and a click is easy to do. That hope this all finds you well. Hope you all have a lovely week until my next video, and blessed be.